And we're back to another episode of Let's Play Car Mechanic Simulator. I'm your CRPG guy. And when we last left off, we brought in a bunch of cars that need work done to kind of get things going here. And we have an idea of, what's wrong with some of these, so they'll be a little easier to fix per se, but they're not necessarily out of the woods yet. So this one apparently is all issues in the timing belt area. We're going to see if we can get to that area without dumping coolant everywhere. I have a feeling that that's still going to be a problem. Now, according to the literature, cam gears A and B are bad, the timing chain and the water pump. So we do have to remove the coolant from here. So go ahead and do that now, preemptively. And timing belt for this guy. That's going to be back here. Okay, so to list. Okay, and we know that this is a bad piece here. Water pump. It's going to be located over here. This has got to come off. Okay, so timing chain, the gears, the tensioner, the water pump. So let's go ahead and buy this stuff now, because that way we can just reassemble this part of the car as is for the moment. And then let's go to, this is electrical, so we need to go here. Alright, let's reassemble what we've got, because all the other brake problems at this point are going to be located in a different location. So, as far as I'm concerned, that's not something we need to worry about as of yet. In a sense, okay, so like, per se, because it's not a big deal with what it is, what I mean is that all the brake stuff going forward is going to be lower in the car at this point. It's going to be down where the wheels and stuff are. They're not going to be up near the engine. So that's connected. And we leveled up. Nice. Most of this episode is just going to be fixing the cars that are here. Sweet. It all looks good. Ah, crap. So now we gotta look at the rest of the brake issue. Because we don't know per se what it is. Something looks wrong back there, so let's take a look. And see what the hell is going on. Alright, clearly there's a bad brake pad. One, and let's stick down here. So we know there's a bad brake pad. We need to find the rest. This actually looks okay. That is clearly a problem. Bad caliper. And a bad brake pad. It could also be a bad... no, the cylinder's fine. Okay, so we know that much. Means there must be one thing here. Just give me 1 second. Normally I don't, I would not do that, but why waste 2 hours of editing when what was going on would take like 10 seconds, 20 seconds. Okay, we need one of these. Now that should roughly be everything wrong with the brake system, yeah. Okay, so with regards to that, so let's go to it. We know the pad over here was okay, so we'll use one of the lesser pads. We know the caliper here was fine. Let's get that tire on. This had two problems. A brake pad and a caliper. And I think what we're going to do is not take our parts and break them down. I think we're going to sell them because we need the cash more than anything else. This was a bad pad. So it's all done. Let's see if they'll actually let us pay it out. Hey, look at that, they did. Alright. That's a good thing. Let's move on to the next car here. Yes, what do we have sitting here? Brake system needs fixing. Alright, parts not discovered. So there's 3 parts worth checking in the car. The module and the servo. Okay, servo looks good. Clearly the ABS pump is bad. So we're going to go ahead and replace that right now. We're also going to make sure there's no other jobs this jackhole wants us to do. But we found one part right out the gate, which is electrical. So we're going to put that back together with the working piece, or working part. Then we have the luxury of looking at tires. Now, looking at the wheels, the actual mechanical brake system. First, is there anything else he wants us to do? No. So, let's back out. Now, eventually we'll have the means to diagnose this way faster, but it's going to cost us 10 grand before we get to that point. Okay, we can't see the... Okay, brake pad looks bad. That's one brake pad. Looks like we got a multi-part of the apparatus here. The ventilated brake disc and the caliper. We want to get it on the list before we take it off. This looks pretty good. Two more pieces. Okay, see a bad brake pad. Let's get this apart. And a bad caliper. Okay. For some reason I didn't grab two. So this will be a new caliper. The next one is a brake pad. With an old caliper. And then this one was the ventilated disc and I believe a caliper. Not much to say, guys. I know. This is not one of the. These aren't the story cars. We're just trying to get these done. Alright, we should get a 25 XP bonus. Sweet. Let's bring these two disasters in. Two. I wish they wouldn't teleport me with the car, but... Actually, they probably do it because theoretically you're driving the car in there. So, if you want to be technical, then yeah. Alright. Inner tie rod, and then fix suspension clunks and rattles. We'll come back to that, because I think this one is pretty straightforward, yeah. 2 tie rods and a steering rack. So, that's the steering rack. Okay, and the tie rods are on both of the front tires here, so... Luckily, this is a pretty quick fix. It sounds like we gotta, in order to get the steering rack out, we gotta lift the whole car up. Nope. Do that, and this, and then pretty much just reassemble it. Alright, this car is done. You can see that's putting money into our pockets pretty quickly here. Let's take a look. We got 2 of these guys in our story one, so let's do this. I don't know if we want to waste our time with these other tasks stuff now. Wait on that. Let's take a look here. Inner tire wad and refill with washer fluid. And I can see that there's already suspension problems right there. This looks like an electric car too, which is new. That's a whole new type of car to work with. Okay, we're gonna have to lift this car all the way up. We'll take a look at what's going on. So the issue is this tie rod. And it's going to be this thing. So in order to get to both, we got to take the tire off. really quick, we could just do some of this reassembly, and then we'll go deal with the shock. The shock we gotta disassemble and then reassemble with the new piece. So simple enough. And then join parts. Oh yeah. And then we'll put this back on. And then the tire, and that should be everything. Nice. Okay, let's do the storyline and maybe grab this guy too. The filters need to be replaced. Oh, parts. Okay, we'll check it out. We haven't done one with this. But we're going to do that after we do this next story one here. So we'll put this guy on number 2. So we should try to get through a storyline car here. Hey, don't ask me what happened to my car. I wanted to impress this one girl, and I think I might have crossed the big bushes, holes, and stones. And I probably passed a cactus on the way. Or perhaps even 2. Please spare me the reprimand as to the purpose of this car. While you're at it, check the fluid level. With this amount of sand, it was quickly out of wiper fluid. It was worth it, is all I will say. Let me know how the repair goes. So fix body parts and other tasks. Okay, so probably all oh god. Well, first things first, we have 3 points available to us at level up. If we go for the parking alley being cheaper, we get bigger discounts at a little bit more discount at the store versus the actual fixing, diagnosing cars or pulling the parts on. We're gonna go with this because I want that discount. I want that. The discount to me is a bigger deal than the actual stats because it allows us to speed up the process of working on cars. But ultimately, that's not really an issue. That is a non-issue. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. 2 things. What does this need? Oil, fuel, and air filter. That's easy. Let's just do this real quick. So oil. Well, that's fuel. Air filter will be here. I'm wondering if the car wash would actually help the car. That boy. Because we've already got the parts. There it is. Give me my 89 bucks. Oh boy, where do we even begin? Let's try the car wash really quick. I don't think it really helped. Okay, let's see here. Body parts. Left fender. So this is a thing. Okay. Windshield's got to get done. I'm doing the body parts right now just to make it easier. The hood. Now, I believe it said the left fender. This left side mirror. Oh, rim's got to get done too. Okay. The right fender. Front bumper's missing too. Okay, so let's start by doing this. CLMGW. I don't even see it here. Salem GW500. I didn't see it. Okay, so it must be in the other one? Where the hell is this car? There it is, right there. Why is it way over there? Okay. We need the front bumper. We know that's missing. We need the hood. So we can remove the hood. We need the windshield. We need the left and right fender. So the left fender, the right fender. And we need mirrors on both sides. So the left side mirror and the right side mirror. That might be it. Let's see. Probably going to need the lights because that's missing too. The headlight pieces. Yep. And all that's left is the front license plate. There, didn't know what to put there. Couldn't decide. Alright. Let's drain the coolant. We're not going to refill it yet till we know what else needs to be done. A lot of it's just checking things like suspension and whatnot. What I will do is refill the windshield wiper fluid. I see the alternator looks pretty jacked up. Clearly the coolant there looks pretty jacked up. The radiator. The oil pan's messed up. The steering rack. We'll do these rims at the very end here. Let's get started, because we're going to have to drain the oil out of this sucker, too. Okay. Figure out what we got to take apart to get to that. Probably got to take this off. Our radiator probably needs to be... Does it need to be drained? Alternator. The only way to know further is to start taking the car apart. Because at this point, we've gotten to a point where we can't test it now because we've taken too many parts off. Which is fine. I doubt there's an electrical issue here. I think most of the other issues are going to be like belts and stuff like that. So we need to check all of that. And all this stuff looks fine. Let's check the air filter too while we're here. The air filter looks fine. We'll be back. Alright, we'll fix the things that we know for sure that we see down below the car at this juncture, because number one, I don't think it's showing up. That's something that needs to be repaired, so we at least need to get started on that. Alright, let's drain the oil. So we can take off the oil pan. We'll take a look at what damage he did down there. Hopefully he didn't do any, because if he did, we're going to have to redo a lot of what's... Oh, I see something bad. Do I? Or is that my eyeballs deceiving me? That is my eyeballs deceiving me. Okay. That's fine. That needs to come off. Oh, nope. I'm not seeing anything else, and I know that there's still more broken, so we may need to put the car back together and do what I should have done, which was diagnose. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no, look at that. We found everything. Alright. First of all, the alternator is going to be in here. So, front exhaust. Radiator a oil pan, steering rack, and a serpentine belt. So pretty much we can just rebuild this at this point, except for the tires. We have to do that next. Oh, we gotta do that from the other place in the car. The engine bay. Okay, from the engine bay. All this is from the engine bay. And really the tires can be done when it's in the lower area. We'll plop these guys on. Okay. Looks good. Turbocharger on there. Okay. We can put the coolant back in. Medium intercooler. Okay, hold on. We don't know what that is. Medium intercooler. It must be... It's not a fuse. What is the intercooler? Oh. Must be a part of the... Yep, okay, there it is. It's a part that's missing. Okay. Wasn't sure what the hell that was. There we go. Oh, wait a minute here. We've only got the one tire and the one rim. Where's the rim? There we go. So we need two of these and one of these. 235, 35, 19. $235, 35, 19. Okay. God, I gotta remember that. We just need one of those. And we need two of these at 19 inches. Almost out of cash, too. Whew. Okay, before we do anything, we need to actually put these tires back together. Alright, one done. No, I forgot to do this. Nice. Okay. Looks like we got her all done. For 11K, let's finish this order. Oh, no oil in the engine. Whoops. That's right, we had to dump it in order to replace the oil pan that he frickin' trashed. Get it out. Now, look at that. 12,000. Nice. And that puts us at a pretty good position here, money-wise. We'll just go ahead and take this this Emden Jaeger. So we'll grab this car. Put it in the garage. We're pretty much going to take pretty much whatever is available here. Because we need the work. Because we need to hit level 7. Now, we do have enough for that upgrade, but we want to make sure we have a buffer amount. Because look at how much we spent on that storyline car. 6K, roughly. So, because we spent 6K, we're practically, it means the next storyline one's going to probably be an expensive setup, too. With that said, though, is we do have all these parts we can sell, so we may as well sell them. As much as I'd like to salvage them for scrap, we don't have the means for that, and it's only $400 for the parts. But that's half a grand, so that's relevant. We got to do that. So with that said, we've got a couple of cars to work on here just for some cash. And what I will do is I will go ahead and work on these cars. I said I won't do too much skipping around, but because we're at a point where we're just trying to level up, per se. These are just really easy, mindless kind of jobs. And again, you know what? No, you know what? I think you guys want to just see me actually legitimately just get through the whole game in its entirety. So, And you guys see how I go about doing it, which means doing these basic tasks. So, yeah, you know what? We'll leave it alone. What we'll do is on the next episode, we'll work on these 4 cars and probably be done with them. And it's in enough time to go to the next setup here. This will probably give us enough XP for the next job. We'll go ahead and grab this guy too. And that way we have a full set of cars that need to be worked on. So anyway, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/JackTarStudios for more live gaming action. And as stated, when we come back, we're going to be repairing these lower or lesser jobs and getting some cash out of that. If we get about $6 grand, we'll use that as a buffer to get the next big upgrade, which is the garage upgrade. So anyway, thanks for stopping by, guys, and we'll see you guys next time.